you say things will happen the way they are happening, they automatically happen, then what is the social impact on that?
Society will become more harmonized, more blissful, more channelized, more peaceful. Nowadays, society is not in harmony. It is not in sync because everybody is imposing his or her idea. Even in relationships, in the daily life, we are imposing our idea. We are continuously trying to impose our own ideas. This is society. This is our society.
So that is why there is conflict between spirituality and the social norm.
Actually, there is no
One is
conflict.
fighting that.
Actually, there is no conflict. Only organized religions have created this conflict. Worldly life and spiritual life is not different. It is same. As it is in popular language, nirvana in action is world, and world in silence is nirvana. So life and spirituality is not different actually. It's matter of ignorance. It's matter of clarity. We have to understand things. If people are able to understand this simple thing, no thought is yours. See the enormous amount of peace. Just visualize the enormous amount of peace.
I can't imagine how boring the life will become. If there is no thought and nobody is thinking anything and you are not supposed to do anything, not say anything.
It is simply your idea. It is simply your boring is only idea. In nature, nothing is like boredom. Boredom is actually ignorance. Somebody asked me, what is boredom? Boredom is actually an idea. It should be the different way. कुछ और होना चाहिए जिंदगी में. तो in real spirituality there is nothing like boredom. Nature is not in boredom. Rivers are flowing, the flowers are there. Even the rock is not in the boredom, state of boredom. But we human beings are in the state of boredom.
Lack of perspective.
Lack of perspective. It's simply ignorance. Simply drop this idea of my thought and your thought and see the enormous amount of bliss. See the enormous amount of peace. It is so simple. Everybody is fighting. It is my thought. It is my idea. Every religion is fighting. Every religion and everybody is fighting. So it is very simple thing to disengage yourself with the idea of your thought.
So I have a question.
Fundamental purpose of our life then.
If there is no interaction.
फंडामेंटल पर्पस क्या है हमारी जीवन का? हम स्टूडेंट होते हैं तो पढ़ाई होता है, बड़े होते हैं तो अर्निंग के लग जाते हैं, फिर शादी पर्पस बन जाता है. इस तरीके से लाइफ गुजरते जब मेरी जैसे बंदे की एज पे आ जाते हैं तो पर्पस लगने लग जाता है.
Exactly.
What is the fundamental purpose of our life?
Purpose of life is to live. Purpose of life is to live. We are created substitute purposes. Can you say with total clarity, this is the purpose of life? To get married, to do this and to do that? You cannot say. Actually, we never live totally, so we create some substitute purpose. But life is about to live. And I read somewhere that was actually very funny and very beautiful also. A saint, someone asked him, what is purpose of life? And very interestingly he answered, to cuddle, to hug, to cuddle. It's very funny, but very deep answer. To experience the life, to experience the freshness of life. When you cuddle, it is experience of life. If you are dead, you can't. If you are full of hate and violence, you can't. You can do it only if you are full of love, and full of love means full of life. So, it is full and total experience of life. Otherwise, things are numerous things you can do, whatever you want you can do. But that is not purpose. Purpose of life is only life.
But they say if suffering is because of desire. But if desire is not there, then there is no creation.
Can you have no desire? Nobody is capable to have no desire. Desires will be there. Only you can disidentify with your desires. Desires are natural thing. If we are alive, desires will be there. So desirelessness only a bogus theory of spirituality. Nobody can. Even any saint, greatest saint has a desire. Any kind of desire. Any kind of. But he has a desire. So, but people come and preach about desirelessness. That is totally bogus theory. Life means desire. Less desire or more desires. It is irrelevant. Pious desires, lower desires, higher desires, that is irrelevant. But desires will be there. If you are alive, there will be desire. But let desires happen. Don't catch hold on desires. They are like clouds moving in the sky of consciousness. Sometimes our inner sky is more clouded, sometimes it's more clear, sometimes it's rainy, sometimes many colors. So desires have many colors. Play with them, feel them, but don't identify with your desires. And don't think your desire is very important. That is the basic thing of violence. If someone thinks my desire is very important and his desire is not very important, so my desire should be fulfilled and his desire is lesser desire and my desire is higher desire. So that is the problem. Honor your desire. Just see it, play with it. It is very innocent.
So I have a question. I agree with all your points.
No. There is no need to agree. You can disagree.
No, I do agree that all these points. But how do we actually bring it into our life? It's our these all are innate. All these emotions, conflict between heart and mind. These are so innate. So now I understand, and I go out of this room. I'll again go into my own life, and I'll feel it again. I won't be able to put these teachings into my life. I can't ingrain it into my life. I'll feel the difference always. I'll bring pride. There will be ego. There will be all these things are ingrained into our life, and pre-assuming things, and then we can't throw desires into the river, as you said. So we'll feel boredom. All these things we do. It is in our life.
Actually, I feel here youngsters are very intelligent. They are asking very intelligent questions. Actually, firstly, we will have to do something. First thing, try to understand things intellectually. That is very big thing. Try to understand things firstly. Try to understand things intellectually. Then try to understand them totally. So there is two levels of understanding: intellectual understanding and total understanding. If you have intellectual understanding, it is very beautiful thing. Sometimes you will feel very enlightened, and sometimes you will feel totally clouded, totally ignorant. But if you try to understand continuously, one day, suddenly, there will be total understanding. Then there will be no gap. then there will be no idea of discrimination or any forgetfulness. That will be remembering actually. So it takes time or no time. Spiritually, I can say it's matter of no time. But actually, in practical sense, it takes time. That's why the use of satsangs, that's why this is use of some gatherings. It's a similar energy field. You are sitting here, the people, whoever they are in a similar wavelength. So it enhances our energy level. It enhances the level of our consciousness. It automatically raises our understanding. But soon you will go outside, you will perform your work, and then you will find, no, now I can't do this. Now I am feeling the pressure of desire, now I am feeling the hate, now I am feeling this. So this is time again returning to the source. In some, I can suggest a very simple trick. Remembering create. In this scenario, I am not referring to that remembering, fundamental remembering, the normal remembering. Every remembering creates a certain kind of emotion and a certain kind of energy. If someone humiliated you years back, if you remember that humiliation, you feel humiliation. You feel that pain. You feel that anxiety. In the similar way, what you are feeling right now, if right now your consciousness is elevated, it is evolved, you feel more enlightened, you feel the amount of clarity. So for a few seconds, close your eyes, or don't close your eyes, whatever, and remember that moment which raised your consciousness, which raised your intelligence, which raised your level of acceptance, and suddenly this energy will envelop you. This energy is beyond time and space. It is not bound to this time and space. But remembrance is very important. Any remembrance can create magic. So when nothing to do, remembrance. And again, next thing, daily practice of meditation. Firstly, you have to practice, then it will become 24/7 affair. Practically, you have to practice sometimes. Practical suggestion. I am giving practical suggestion.